So a question I often get asked is, do you have to be an extrovert in order to be really great at sales? And that's a really interesting question, because if you think about it, with salespeople, they tend to be talking to a lot of people. They're out there, they're negotiating, they're networking and so forth. And you think that if you're an introvert, then you don't have this ability to sell. However, the biggest thing that I've learned is that you don't need to be an extrovert to be really good at sales. What you do need to do is just need to learn the skill sets, such as follow-up, email marketing, and just getting on the phone. And I know it's a bit weird for an introvert to do this, but I know a lot of really amazing salespeople who are started off as introverts. And they do say that they're all introverts, and like people such as Grant Cardone, he's actually an introvert. He just turns on this crazy personality when he's on the phone. So another person is Ed Mylett. So Ed Mylett, he is this really successful entrepreneur. He's got a huge social media following, and he also is an influencer, and he also helps a lot of entrepreneurs how to sell and so forth. But one of the biggest things I learned about Ed Mylett, and he said this in his podcast interview, is that he's actually an introvert. And I found that really fascinating, because he said that even to this day, if he goes to a networking event, he is so scared to network with people. He would rather be home with his small group of friends. And this is very intriguing thing that he said, because I thought that he was an extrovert. But no, you don't need to be an extrovert if you want to be good at sales. You just need to learn the skills. You don't need to be the person that's so out there talking to all these people. You don't need to do that. And actually, I would like to say that introverts, they have a really good advantage in sales, because introverts tend to do a lot of self-reflection. They spend a lot of time by themselves, and they think, and they're very strategic with their thinking, and they're very observant. And during those times when they're alone, they're thinking, they're observing, they tend to use this, and then they can really improve their sales. They have a different technique when it comes to sales. Like, they have this point of view that is based on observation. So they have a very interesting point of view when it comes to sales. When it comes to sales, they're very observant, they're very self-reflective, and they just know how people behave, but they might not have the confidence to do the big things such as cold calling. That can be really draining from. If they do a few phone calls, that can be really draining, because the thing with introverts is that they're looking at other people, but they're also looking at themselves as well. And because of that, it can be really draining. But as with extroverts, they don't get drained at all. So that's the thing with introverts, is that they do have that advantage. It's not just about the really outgoing person that goes and talks to everyone. My wife, she's an extrovert, and she can easily talk to everyone. She goes out there and she just talks, and she gets a lot of energy from doing that. For me, I'm very comfortable talking to other people, but there are times when I just want to be alone, such as today. Like Sundays, every Sunday I love to be alone. I love grabbing my laptop, going to a cafe, and just doing some self-reflection. And that's the introverted side of me. That's what I love to do. Is I like to just reflect and to think about where I'm going, what other people are doing, and this gives me strength. This gives me energy. But my wife, she doesn't do that. She needs to go out and meet other people. She needs to go have a coffee with a friend, and that's okay. I respect that, and I understand that's what extroverts do. But she doesn't like sales. She doesn't want to do sales. But for me, I love sales, and I'm not saying I'm an introvert, but I can be an introvert, and I do have that advantage at times when I'm very observant. So if you think about going over to sales, but you're an introvert, first and foremost, I'd like to say I really admire your courage, because the thing is, if you're an introvert and you're thinking about going into like an extroverted type of career such as sales, where you're dealing with a lot of people, rejections, pain, frustration, all that stuff, I take my hat off to you, because I used to work in IT. I work with a lot of introverts. They're all programmers, and they are very observant. They know what you're doing, but they're very shy at the same time. That's the thing with introverts. But the thing is, if you're thinking about doing it, I take my hat off to you. You do need that courage. That courage is absolutely amazing, and you will need it. All right, let's go. Okay, so finished doing my stuff. Wrote an email newsletter, and I sent off the email to my subscribers, posted an article, and created some stuff, made some money. All good. So if you like this channel, I really appreciate you watching this video. And yeah, just let me know how you guys go in the comments. Please subscribe to my channel. I've got a lot more great content about sales, marketing, finance, and so forth. All right, so please let me know how you guys go, and just send me a message or send me an email, and please subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.